Hey everyone, this is Prajyot Mainkar. Welcome to the first episode of the Growth Marketplace. Well, if you checked out my podcast called as the Growth Marketplace on Spotify and various other channels, you'll be happy to share with your friends because I cover a lot of aspects. And this is my first video under the same channel, thinking that I would probably share more, updates about the growth or the elements for personality or business growth on this channel. So I'm happy to share and happy to bring this particular video on a situation where all of us are stuck at home in India under the lockdown. And I hope everyone is sitting home and enjoying a good family time. Well, in this first episode, I'm going to talk about something which is very close to me and something that I've interacted with so many people, and they happen to tell me this issue, and that is something what I name as the art of saying no. I'm sure that you must have come across a lot of people, or you must have undergone this similar issue wherein you've been asked to help or offer help to someone, and you are in a dilemma of, hey, should I help or should I not help? And depending on the criterias, or well, someone is calling you in a mall to check out some new brands, brands opening, and you're like, should I go or should I not? And that is sometimes becomes very difficult for individual of us to take decisions at that particular core because we take care of the relations that we are into, or we feel bad that, okay, am I going to hurt him or her, or will the relationship between two people end here, or several facts that comes in your mind. But yes, it is very important that you take this decision very carefully because this is one of the most important asset that I talk to people, and they happen to tell me these same issues that, Prashant, we had this issue of saying yes initially and then we regret that decision. Well, that's when I tell them that I have got four simple pointers that you need to look at, and I'm going to share with great respect with all of you in this episode. So let me start with saying all the 4 points. Let me start with the first point, which says, well, most importantly, ask yourself if you want to really do this element or not. Like, for example, you are happy in doing it. By default, we undergo a situation wherein we say yes to every single case. Someone asks you to join them at a mall, or someone, hey, Prajot, let's go and check out a new shop which is open on a specific road in the city, and you're like, hey, let's go. But the first question you need to ask it is, are you happy, particularly in saying yes to it? And that is where the whole asset comes into place. Second, of course, if you're going to say yes to this one, what is something that you're going to miss? So ask about, if I say yes, what is the other thing I'm getting missed into life? Like, it may be so much that you're saying yes to a friend to join him for that same brand inauguration I talked about a little while ago, and you might have to miss a dinner with your family. So is this something that you want to really go for, or you are better off skipping and saying no to your friend? The third, what's your gain in it? And it is very important to understand. And I give this example to a lot of people during this corona outbreak that we are into, and all of us are sitting at home. Well, even in the airport, if you have heard the announcement in the airlines, in fact, in a flight, when you sit down, a lot of time, you get this announcement heard in your ear saying, before helping others, help yourself. Find what's the gain by saying yes. If there is no gain for your personal benefit, it might be your personal growth, it might be your knowledge that you want to share, or it's improving you as a person by saying yes to something. Well, then you have a choice. But if not, then you need to ask yourself, what is your gain in it? And the fourth most important segment, are you happy doing it? A lot of time, people tell me that, Prajot, I wish I should have not said yes during that time. I would have not had a regret today. That's a fact, right? I mean, you need to really think. If you want to really think, ask yourself, take a step back and take a decision. I'm sure that a lot of time, we come across a situation wherein we say immediately yes. Of course, I was one of those persons who always said yes to a lot of things. Over the time, I've realized that we need to take a very, very cautious steps in saying yes, whether it is your customers, whether it is your close peers, friends. You need to take care of all the four aspects that I've talked about. Of course, let me repeat all of them so that we summarize this particular video. The first one, of course, are you happy to doing this particular activity of saying yes or no, whichever whichever bracket you fit into? Second, what is the thing that you're going to miss if you say yes? Third, what is your gain into particular element here? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to be profitable? Are you going to get few more bucks? Are you going to get few sessions with someone who you want to really get entertained and get learned? And the fourth important, are you happy doing it? I think these four elements, if you start thinking, it will help you not as individual only, but it will also grow a group amongst where you will improvise and also help others to improvise themselves as well. Sometimes it is great to say no to a lot of things. I follow this a simple principle which says, before saying yes to something, I ask myself these four questions, and more to that, I ask sometime it's important that instead of saying an abrupt yes to something, it's best to take a step back and say, and depending on the mood at which you are in, wherever you fit in all those four questions, you have a choice, and that choice doesn't come in abrupt motion. So you need to think before saying yes, because once you think, you are in a better position to answer rather than brain stimulating senses wherein you immediately say yes to something and of course then regret later. So take care of this art of saying no very cautiously. It's your armor that protects you from a lot of things. It has protected me from a lot of things. May it be client, may it be business, may it be several aspects of the personality growth. But take care of it, and I hope you get this value added into your life because this is fun. I mean, art of saying no is an it's an enabler for your growth. So I hope this particular episode was very handy to you. If you like it, share it with your friends. I'm going to come with so many episodes daily on YouTube channel. Subscribe to this channel as well. It's called as the Growth Marketplace. Also, if you're traveling, listen to the podcast. I've got many episodes on Spotify. You can plug into the same, and you can listen. But before I conclude this particular session, I would like to also share, stay at home. It's a time where all of us need to contribute to the nation's value right now in terms of corona outbreak that has happened. Don't step out of the house. It's best to be here, do something very productive. And I think great, spend time with your family. It's not it's a great time, in fact, to be spending time and loved ones. I also have a very important trick. Talk to your people. I think if you're not spoken to your friends for ages, give them a call. I mean, it's fun to have a reconnect with them. So I'm sure that you'll have a great time. Spend yourself with your family. Talk to them. It's fun. So cheers until next time. Signing off. Here is your host Prajyot Mainkar.